Okay.
Good. Okay.
We're live.
All right.
How
Okay.
come I don't have any sound here?
We can hear you, Joe.
Yeah, we can hear you, Joe. Yeah, we're live now. Commissioner?
Okay. All right. Thanks. I'd like to call this meeting to order. If everybody would stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to
the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, roll call. Ralph?
Okay, Commissioner Gahan,
Here.
Commissioner Shermack,
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Gatto,
Here.
Mayor Chelik,
Present.
and Mr. Tobin.
Present.
Okay, first order of business is the election of officers for 2024. So I'd like to entertain a motion for somebody to nominate for vice chair. And I believe Commissioner Chermak said he was interested in being the vice chair. So if anybody wants to make that
I'll
motion.
nominate Commissioner Chermak for vice chair.
I'll second.
Okay, on the question,
Aye.
all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed?
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
The motion passes. Okay, we need to entertain a nomination for secretary.
I nominate Marion.
There's
Okay,
been
I will second that.
nomination and a second for Marion Gatto as secretary. On the question, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Congratulations. Ralph, was there any other?
Yeah, we need the treasurer's position to be filled.
Okay, so take a nomination for treasurer. Anybody like to make that motion?
Who is our current treasurer?
Brenda was our treasurer.
Pat, you want to take the mantle?
Yeah, I'll be treasurer.
I nominate Patrick as treasurer.
I'll second it.
There you go.
Okay, motion and a second on the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes have it. And Pat, congratulations. You got a new job.
Thank you. When do I come up and get the money, Ralph?
Anytime.
Next time he
All right.
collects $5.
Okay, opportunity for the public to address the board on agenda items only. Is there, I don't know how this works on Zoom. Is there anybody here to speak?
No, the public had until 9 o'clock this morning to send anything in, and I haven't received anything as of that time. Okay.
Okay, seeing that there's nobody, we'll move on to item number 5. Would someone entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes from the January 10th, 2024 meeting?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I'll second.
Motion and a second on the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes have it, and the motion passes. Number 6, I'd like someone to make a motion to approve the vouchers from January 11th, 2024 through February 14th, 2024.
I move we approve the vouchers.
Is there a second?
Second.
On the question? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes have it, and the motion passes. Okay, number 7. Ralph, any bid openings or?
No, there are no bid openings at this meeting.
Okay. Number 8 is discussion items. So the first one is land bank property disposition update.
Okay, as of this date, February 14th, 2024, the land bank has conveyed 319 properties countywide. In the city of Scranton, we've conveyed 234 properties, and there's 2 properties to be acted upon at today's meeting. Just a breakdown as areas of the city of Scranton and West Scranton, we've conveyed 72 properties, in South Scranton 59 properties, North Scranton 57 properties, Green Ridge 21 properties, East Scranton 12 properties. We've conveyed 3 properties to the city of Scranton. We've conveyed 3 properties to United Neighborhood Community Development Corporation, 5 properties to the Scranton-Lackawanna Resource Development Corporation, 1 to the Ronald McDonald House, 51 properties in Covington Township, 15 properties in Carbondale, 1 property in Vandaling, 4 properties in Fell Township, 1 property in Troop, 4 properties in Scott Township, 5 properties in Thornhurst Township, 1 property in Jefferson Township, 2 properties in Dunmore Borough, 1 property in Archibald Borough, and 1 in Blakely Borough. So that's the date right now.
Okay, very good. Anyone have any questions or comments on that? Okay. Number 2, Blight Task Force update.
Okay, at this point, Jesse from NeighborWorks usually gives us a little bit of update on where we are. As everyone knows, I sent that email out about the properties we're going to be acquiring up in Carbondale, and NeighborWorks is going to assist us with the demolition. So, Jess, if you want to just elaborate a little more on that.
Yeah, sure. So just kind of taking a step back to kind of how we started the Blight Task Force work. I think it was back in 2019, Ralph, the Land Bank helped fund Lackawanna County Blight Plan. So we've been kind of chipping away at pieces of that and working off that strategy for a number of years now. And a lot of the pieces of that plan have to do with pulling different partners together to try to address blight throughout the communities that make up the county. So Ralph mentioned 3 properties in the city of Carbondale that we're looking to address. We just spoke last month about 2 properties in Westside that, through a similar partnership between NeighborWorks and the Land Bank, we were able to demolish 2 blighted properties, are in the process of getting them back into productive use. So it's a good model, and looking for the opportunity to do the same in Carbondale. We have obviously met with Mayor Bannon about these properties and got some good insight into what the future use of those could be once they're cleaned up. So looking forward to that process. Certainly, as we get into that action item, we'll be happy to answer any questions. The other thing that we discussed, actually 2 others, were, one is some properties in Hennessy Court in Westside that we're looking to try to be proactive about to find some solutions. It's multiple properties with multiple owners that we're looking for a solution for, blighted and vacant lots that we are working with multiple partners to try to figure out a long-term strategy for. So stay tuned on that, as we may be hearing more about that in coming months. The last update is that we will again be applying to bring in the National Civilian Conservation Corps, a team from the NCCC, which is a division of AmeriCorps, to come in and just focus on blighted lots, specifically owned by the Land Bank, for 6 weeks this summer. So we had a large group of volunteers, like a team of about 8 or 9 full-time volunteers who come in just to do blight remediation and cleanup. Ralph did a fantastic job last year, kind of lining everything up in terms of what lots we should focus on and prioritize. Had a great experience with that last year. We're planning to bring them back again. It'll probably be earlier in the summer for 6 weeks to just focus on taking care of lots. So we're looking forward to that as well. So that's it for today. Thank you.
Yeah, Jess, and also we still, the Land Bank had committed a certain amount of money for tools as well. So you guys are going to have to let us know what you're going to need. Okay.
Yep, we're pulling all the pieces together for that. So thanks again for the support.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Jesse. Any other questions or comments? All right, very good. Number 3, Advisory Committee Property Acquisition Disposition Discussion.
Okay, prior to the meeting, we usually meet with the advisory committee, and we go over everything that the regular Land Bank board will be addressing at this meeting. And the Land Bank property discussion, as everyone has their color aerial views. The first property is at 1016 rear of Tripp Street in Scranton. We received a property application from Carissa Dewar and Joseph Dewar, 1214 North Main Avenue, and they want to buy purchase this repository property to the rear of their property, just for space and for parking. There are no additional applications for the property, and they submitted an offer of $500 for the property. The next one is a side lot application at 446 Oak Street in North Scranton, from Murtaba Ali. He resides at 240 North Main Avenue. However, he does own an adjacent property to this 446 Oak Street. He just wants to extend his yard and maintain this property. And he offered $150, which is the minimum offer for a side lot. The next three properties are the properties in Carbondale that we're going to be acquiring as part of our cooperation agreement with NeighborWorks. We will acquire them from the repository and through a cooperation agreement. And correct me if I'm wrong, it's Neighborhood Assistance Program money that, Jess, that you guys going to be using for
Yep,
this?
that's correct.
Okay. We already own the property at 54 Farview Avenue. We acquired that a few years back, and with the intention of Dunmore, the city of Carbondale was going to take it down, but it never came to fruition. So under this agreement, the land bank is going to contribute $5,000 towards that property, and NeighborWorks will contract for all three properties. And these are all a part of what the resolutions that the board will be acting upon today. Any questions on those properties? And the advisory committee gave their full recommendations to these acquisitions and dispositions.
Very good. Anything else on that, Ralph?
No, I think that's it. If anybody has any questions, I'm here.
Great. All right, so we'll move into the action items. Resolution number 24-003.
Okay, this is the resolution approving the acquisition of property from the Lackawanna County's Tax Claim Bureau of Repository Property. And these are the four properties that I just reviewed: 1016 rear of Tripp Street in Scranton, 446 Oak Street in Scranton, 3 Lawrenson Place in Carbondale, and 20 Lunny Court in Carbondale.
Very good. I'd request a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll
I'll
second.
second.
Okay,
Okay,
there's a motion and a second on the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and resolution number 24-003 has been approved. Resolution number 24-004.
Okay, this is a resolution authorizing the conveyance of certain land bank owned property under the land bank property purchase program. And this is the property at 1016 rear of Tripp Street in Scranton. And the purchasers are Carissa Dewar and Joseph Dewar at 1214 North Main Avenue for the price of $500.
Thank you. Would somebody make the motion to approve resolution 24-004?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to approve on the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and resolution 24-004 has been approved. Resolution number 24-005.
This is the resolution authorizing the conveyance of certain land bank owned properties under the land bank side lot purchase program. The address is 446 Oak Street in Scranton, and the purchaser is Murtaba Ali. He resides at 240 North Main Avenue. However, he does own the adjacent property to this Oak Street property, and the price of this property would be $150.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to ask for someone to make a motion to approve Resolution 24-005.
Motion to approve.
I'll
Second.
second.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second on the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes have it, and resolution 24-005 has been approved. Resolution number 23-006.
This is a resolution approving a cooperation agreement with NeighborWorks and EPA regarding the demolition of one land bank owned blighted property located at 54 Fairview Avenue, Carbondale, and 2 future land bank owned blighted properties located at 3 Lawrenson Place, Carbondale, and 20 Lunny Court, Carbondale.
Okay, thank you. Ask someone to make a motion to approve resolution number 23-006.
I'll make the
to
motion.
approve.
Okay, there's been a motion. Is there a second?
I'll
Second.
second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second on the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes have it, and resolution number 23-006 has been approved. Resolution number 23-007.
Okay, this is a resolution ratifying a professional services contract and execution of an engagement letter for audit service for the land bank for year ending 2023. I did send an email out back in the end of December, early January. Joseph Alou and Associates have been conducting the audits for the land bank for the past several years, and this is just a $50 increase over last year, and this would be a fee not to exceed $1,950.
Okay, very good. Could I have a motion to approve resolution number 23-007?
I'll make the
Motion.
motion.
I'll second.
Been a motion and a second on the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes have it, and resolution number 23-007 has been approved. Okay, now there's opportunity for the public to address the board. Is there anybody who wishes to address the board?
Again, the public had until 9 o'clock this morning to send anything in. I did not receive anything.
Very good. Okay, I'd like to make a motion, or have someone make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a
I'll second.
On the question? On the question, the next scheduled meeting will be Wednesday, March 13th, 2024 at 11 a.m. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Meeting is adjourned. Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
Good day.
Aye.
Thank
Have a
you.
great day.